Hey guys, it's fine. It's 615. And I know I haven't made any content in a while. Well, camera broke. So I got a new camera, as you can see. So today I'm going to be doing some of my Pokemon cards. Not all my Pokemon cards. I'll save that for another episode. And might even buy more. Let's just get started already. So I have Snorlax. He does double area that does 40 damage, and rollout that does 60. A Remoraid that does bubble beam and does 20 damage. A Muck that does poison suction that does 60 damage, and a Sledge Crash does 80. A Dugong that knows Freezing Breath and Aurora Beam. Freezing Breath does 20 and Aurora Beam does 100. He evolves from Seal. Seal? That was horrible. Axew knows Strong Bond and Dragon Claw. Dragon Claw does 20 damage. If you guys can't tell, down on the bottom, that holographic. A Trico that knows Pound, which does 10 damage, and Reckless Charge that does 30. And Reckless Charge always does 10 damage to Trico. Grimer that knows Lure Poison, or Lure Poison, and Sledge Toss. Sledge Toss does 30 damage. The glare. What's that coming in here? Trico that, of course, a duplicated Trico. Same thing. I think I got a couple duplicates in here, actually. Houndoom that knows Dark Clamp, that does 30, and Blazing Claws that does 60. And at the bottom, if you look below him, there's like a shiny part again. I got a lot of those kind of cards. Carvana that knows Bite that does 20 damage. A Dunsparce that knows Double Draw and Dig that does 10 damage. I might not pronounce this right. Jirachi EX that does Stellar Guidance as its ability, and Hypno Strike that does 60 damage. Look at that cool thing that happens when you twist it. I got some pretty cool cards in here, actually. Okay, if you guys can't tell, I got a Jirachi button on. Probably can't tell. Okay, so I have a Jirachi right here that knows Dark Cutter that does 30 damage, and a Abyssal Sleep that does 80. Oh, one of those glare ones again. Or whatever you want to call it. A Haunter that's ability is Gothic Fear and it knows Poison Ring. Who evolved from Ghastly. Beldum, who knows Calculate, and Side Punch that does 20 damage. A Sock that knows Kick of Righteous, which does 10 damage, and Low Sweep that does 60. Here's Sock. That one's kind of hard to tell, but it's Sock. Not like a sock, but a sock. Yeah. A Kakuna that knows Hide. A Spoink that knows Rocket Jump that does 30 damage. Keep on bouncing, Spoink. If you stop bouncing, you'll die. A Butterfree that knows Quiver Dance and Gust, but does 70 damage. One of those again. He evolves from Metapod. A Pansear that knows Scratch that does 20 damage, and knows Double Fire that does 40 damage. Try to keep dropping it. I like the artwork on these. Even the cards that I have over there. Oh, fish right there. I'm just kidding, it's not a fish. It's the blanket. See? Blanket. I did not just call it blanket. It's a blanket. Not mine. Different lights in here. My room's a disaster. Lucario that knows that does beat down, that does 40 damage, and Magnum Kick that does 70. He evolves from Riolu. A Matang that knows Cybolt that does 10 damage, Psy Punch that does 50. He evolves from Beldum. A Charizard that knows Recall and Combustion Blast that does 130 damage. Shiny again. A Weedle that knows Triple Stab that does 10 damage. A Lillipup that knows Roar and Bite that does 20 damage. A Torkoal that knows Live Coal that does 20 damage, and Flamethrower that does 80 damage. And it just got really dark in here. So I have to turn the light on because just I'll be right back. There we go. If you can't tell, it's lighter. Light back there on. It's changing. See, there's the Torkoal. A Carablast that knows Peck that does 20 damage. I never really had this card. Ooh, this one looks awesome. Delphox Break, that his ability is Flare Witch. Fortunately, I can't use this Pokemon in actual Pokemon card games, but there we go. He doesn't evolve. It's a Delphox, but you have to have a Delphox to break him. I'm not gonna break a Delphox. A break. I don't know what a break is, but a duplicate of Snorlax. A Magikarp that knows Epic Splash, which surprisingly does 30 damage. But its health is 30. So yeah, it's still really bad. A Gothia that knows Psybeam that does 20 damage. A Frillish that knows Absorb that does 10 damage. A Wigglytuff that knows Expand that does 30 damage, and Double Slap that does 60 damage. Who evolves from Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff. I can't do it. A Beedrill that knows Swift Sting that does 20 damage, and Pierce that does 60 damage. He evolves from Kakuna. This video is gonna go on forever because probably have to see. A Hello Reptile that does pound that does 10 damage and a destructive beam. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to cut this. It's gonna go on forever. I'm probably gonna say this wrong. Drudgian that does guard press that does 20 damage and Dragon Claw that does 90 damage. A Pinsir that knows overhead throw that does 30 damage and heavy suplex that does 40. A duplicate of Magikarp, it's shiny. A Fennekin that knows Invite Out. He evolves into Delphox, but I need Delphox to go into Delphox Break, but I don't have Delphox. Krabby that knows Vice Grip that does 10 damage and Crab Hammer that does 50. A Ghastly that knows Sleep Poison. A duplicate of Drudgeon. White Kyurem that knows Damage Rush that does 20 damage and Cold Fire that does 80. A Charmeleon that knows Call for Support and Slash that does 80 damage. He evolves into Charizard, but evolves from Charmander. A Geodude that knows Rollout that does 10 damage and Flail that does 10 damage. That's probably the weirdest card I've got. But I like the artwork still on it. I like the artwork on all of these. Machop that knows Knuckle Punch that does 10 damage. Is this a duplicate? I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is a duplicate. A duplicate of Dunsparce. If this isn't a double draw and dig that does 10 damage. Just in case it wasn't a duplicate, because I don't think it's a duplicate. I don't know. It could be a duplicate. A duplicate of White Kyurem. And when I say duplicate, they're the same thing. The exact same. A Larion that knows Metal Clump that does 20 damage and Iron Head that does 50. Still got that pin. A gym badge. Not really a gym badge. A Shinx that knows Paralyzed Gaze and Static Shock that does 30 damage. A duplicate of Krabby. A Luxio that knows Bite does 20 damage and Electric Counter that does 40 damage. He evolves from Shinx. A Bionicle that does Swing Around that does 10 damage. Swing Around that does 10 damage. I think that's Pinnacle. I don't know. A Duo Cyan that does Focused Wish that does 20 damage. A duplicate of Beldum. A Matang that knows Cybolt and that does 10 damage and Side Punch that does 50. Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to end this here, so bye.